Hello friends, welcome to this new video. Today we are going to start a new topic of chapter 2 and it is important documents used in the formation of a company. It includes memorandum of association, articles of association, consent of proposed directors, agreement if any, statutory declaration, and last one is receipt of payment of fees. Now let's take first memorandum of association. It is the principal document of a company and it defines the objectives of the company. No company can legally undertake any activities that are not contained in the memorandum of association. It describes the scope of operations of the company. It can be altered only according to the provisions made in the Companies Act regarding its alterations. It is also known as Doctrine of Outdoor Management and it provides information to outsiders such as creditors, suppliers, etc. and it includes 5 clauses: name clause, register office clause, object clause, liability clause and capital clause. Now let's see first name clause. This clause contains the name of the company with which the company will be known, which has already been approved by registrar of the companies. Remember, public company name must be end with limited and private company name must be end with private limited. Now, name of the company can be changed by passing special resolution and by obtaining written approval of central government. Here, special resolution means a resolution in which more than 75% votes of shareholders are required to pass the resolution, and in ordinary resolution, more than 50% votes of shareholders are required to pass the resolution. Second is registered office clause. It contains the name of the state in which the registered office of the company is proposed to be situated. The exact address of the registered office must be notified to registrar within 30 days of incorporation of the company. Now let's see alteration of registered office clause. It is depending on situation. If you are shifting your registered office from one state to another state, you require special resolution and also obtain the sanction from the registrar of both states. If you are shifting your registered office from one town to another town of same state, only special resolution is required, and if you are shifting your registered office from one locality to another locality of same town, only ordinary resolution is required to change it. Next is object clause. This is most important clause of memorandum of association because it defines the purpose for which the company is formed. A company cannot undertake any activity beyond objects mentioned in this clause. Remember, your objects must have some qualities like the objects of the company must be legal, the objects should not be contrary to the provisions of any law, and the objects must not be immoral. Now, how to change object clause? Company has to pass special resolution and obtain the permission of a company law board for alter its object clause. The Company Law Board is an independent quasi-judicial body in India which has power to overlook the behavior of companies. It is a protecting interest of shareholders and deal with operation and mismanagement issues. Next is liability clause. This clause defines the liability of the members of the company and it is up to amount unpaid on shares held by members. Suppose one shareholder has 1000 shares of rupees 10 each of any company and he has already paid rupees 6 per share. Now in the case of loss of company, he has to pay only remaining part, that is rupees 4 per share, and it is 4000 only. Now last one is capital clause. This clause specifies the authorized share capital of the proposed company along with its division into number of shares having fixed face value is specified in this clause. Like Company's authorized share capital is rupees 50 lakh, which is divided into 5 lakh shares of rupees 10 each. So company cannot issue more than 5 lakh shares here. It means excess of the amount mentioned in the capital clause the company is not allowed to issue. It can be altered by passing special resolution and obtaining the approval of company law board. The signatories of the memorandum of association must have to state their intention to be associated with the company and give their undertaking to subscribe the shares mentioned against their name. The memorandum of association must be signed by at least 7 persons in the case of public company and by 2 persons in the case of private company. Respective forms of memorandum of association is given like table A, B, C, D and E in Companies Act 2013. So whichever is applicable to you, you have to use it. You can see here in images table A is given how the memorandum of association is prepared. If the company is limited by share, you can see how it is prepared. Now next document is Articles of Association. Articles of Association are the rules and regulations regarding internal management of a company. These rules are subsidiary to the Memorandum of Association. It defines powers, duties and rights of managers, officers and board of directors. It is also known as Doctrine of Indoor Management or bylaws of a company. Generally, all the companies prepare their own articles of association, but if a company do not want to prepare their own articles of association, then they can select any one of articles of association given in table F of Companies Act. It must be signed by all the directors of the company and it must be duly attested by any 2 witnesses. The Articles of Association generally contains the following matters like adoption of preliminary contracts, number of value of shares, issue of preference shares, allotment of shares, call on shares, lien on shares, transfer and transmission of shares, nomination, forfeiture, alteration of capital, buyback, shares certificate, dematerialization, voting rights and proxies, meeting and rules regarding committee, nominee director, issue of debentures and stock, audit committee and many more. These 33 items are there which you can read by pausing the video. Now articles of association can be changed by passing a special resolution but which are subject to some conditions. Next document is consent of proposed directors. Apart from Memorandum of Association and Articles of Association, a written consent of each person named as a director is required, confirming that they are ready to act as a director of the company and they are also ready to buy and pay for qualification shares as mentioned in the Memorandum of Association. Next is agreement. If any agreement is done with its managing director, manager or director is another document which is required to submit to the registrar of the companies. Next document is statutory declaration. This is a statement stating that all the legal requirements pertaining to the registration have been complied with, is to be submitted to registrar with all other documents for the registration of the company. It is signed by an advocate or chartered accountant or cost accountant or company secretary who is engaged in formation of a company and a person named in Articles of Association as director, manager or secretary. Now last is receipt of payment of fees. It is necessary to pay registration fees for the registration of the company and it is depending on the authorized share capital of the company. It is also submitted to registrar of the company. Okay friends, so like this way we have completed the explanation of all important documents used in the formation of a company. I hope you understand everything properly.